So I figured that I'm going to share what A Course in Miracles is. Okay, because I know that I do a lot of lessons on A Course in Miracles. I talk about it all the time and I reference it a lot. And I just wanted to get clear as to what it really is, okay, and what it really means to me and to the world. A Course in Miracles is a text that has been following me around for years. I've, seen the name everywhere. I've seen groups everywhere, and every time I read A Course in Miracles, it just went ding, 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 ding. That inner intuition. And so I signed up for A Course in Miracles group through Meetup.com, and I never went. I never attended. I never talked to anyone, but just by being a member of that group, I had Tom, who I'm with now, message me and get in contact with me through there. And the text came to me at the most perfect time. It was the final answers that I needed to fully and wholeheartedly undo my ego mind. And as the A Course in Miracles came into my life, I had already done a lot of work with my inner world, and I recognized after the Course came into my experience that I have been working with the Holy Spirit, and that through, the entire universe has been working with me to get me to this point of accepting who I really am. And when I got to that place, the Course came. And I never grew up religious. I never grew up believing in God. I couldn't even say Jesus before because it was so foreign for me, and I wasn't quite sure what that meant to me, so I didn't really articulate using those types of words. But now, since I've gone inside my own mind and I have recognized the distinction between ego and spirit, it is clear to me what truth is, and it is clear to me what illusions are. And that's what this Course is. A Course in Miracles is basically what it does is it teaches you who you really are. Although that doesn't need to be taught, it teaches us to unravel the mind that is not who we are so that we can remember who we are. Okay? So, A Course in Miracles basically came forward about 25 years ago or so. So when I was born, 25. Right? And this Course came through a lady whose name's Helen, and one of her partners at the school in the university in the States, named Bill. Basically, they were both professors at this high university. I'm not sure the details of their story. But basically, they both recognized that the students and the teachers and everybody around them was constantly fighting and constantly angry and aggressive and not very nice. And so basically, Bill had opened up, and said, there must be another way, and as he kind of brought this thought to Helen, she goes, yes, there must be another way. We don't know what this is, but we're high scientists, and, we deal with this stuff every day, so, let's become open to the answer. And as they did that, Helen, who was basically an atheist up until this point, started to get very clear thoughts and words within her mind. And basically the thoughts and the words came through that said, hi, I'm Jesus, and you are going to be writing A Course in Miracles. Grab a pen. Let's get started, right? So at first she was very hesitant, but trusted it. She had to. She felt compelled to. She, just started writing. And as she started writing, A Course came out, right? And I think one of the first lines in the text is, nothing real can be threatened. Nothing unreal exists. Herein lies the peace of God. Okay. So when she wrote these first few pages, she brought it back to Bill and was like, oh my God, what is going on? What is this? Am I crazy? Am I hallucinating? Am I dreaming? Da 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 da. And Bill basically just confirmed her and said, look, this is actually happening. Just allow it to come forward. And so she continued to write in her little notepad for about 7 or 8 years. And as she did that, she brought forward the workbook, right, which is basically the text. She brought through the text, which is like 31 chapters or something like that, that basically teach you the fundamentals of, who we are and who we are not. And therefore it shows how our mind traps us within ourselves so that we can't go free. That our ego mind keeps us in suffering and victimhood and in fear and in guilt and in grief, because that is what the ego mind does. This ego mind is a thought system that has been created for us to experience what it's like to be separate from God. Jesus confirms to us in this text that we are living a dream, okay? That in reality we are souls, and we chose to have this experience to be separate from God here on earth, and that is what we are doing, and we have forgotten that we are sleeping. That is all. And Jesus reinterprets, the resurrection, the crucifixion. He reinterprets aspects of the Bible within it. Jesus reinterprets how we would normally view and see the world so that we can see it as it really is. Okay? The language in which he uses is pure beauty. He uses the English language in such a lyrical fashion that it penetrates the soul, and it opens your eyes, and it just ignites your mind. And if we go through this course and we accept one thought of wholeness, because all of the thoughts in the course are whole. They come from God. They come from the divinity, that which we are. It does not come from our ego mind. So if we accept just one thought in that course, that one thought is enough to illuminate and heal our entire minds, and therefore our entire lives, and therefore this entire world. And if there's one person in this world who fulfills his function perfectly, then we are all free for all of humanity. And Jesus, my friends, has done that for us. All we have to do is continue in his footsteps and use him as our guide to show us the way, to show us the light, to bring peace into our minds, into our lives, and into this world. And it can and is being done. Jesus never left us. He is here right now all the time. He is directing salvation as it happens, whether we're conscious of it or not, right? This is the age of awakening. 2012 people, okay? Shifting consciousness. Shifting consciousness to that of love. We've been living in fear up until now, but we are love. Let's bring who we are into this world instead of playing these characters and these roles which we are not.